the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team looking for its first win, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will take the first swing of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
That's reeled in. It's Shelton. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
The running back has it. Breaks the tackle. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll do it himself. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Flying out to the left. The 10. Touchdown, Bucks. And they turn it into a defensive score.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Colorado 7, West Virginia 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating.
Turning it on! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under fire. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance.
There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Mountaineers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Using his legs, it's Washington. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Caught in the backfield, it's Humphrey. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, West Virginia. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Washington. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Now on the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado.
And how about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. That's caught. It's Ward. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Mountaineers want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
To the air, it's Wilkins. With the catch, it's Humphrey. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. And the Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with a screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
On the run, it's Humphrey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. On the edge of the red zone, they are nose to nose, 4th and inches from the 20. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks, it's Vaughn. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Shelton. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Wilkins. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bellamy. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the marker, it's Bellamy. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. Snagged out of the air.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Sometimes there are careless interceptions and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that one.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense. And moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect their quarterback to give him a chance.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass, it's Wilkins. Lights off the defender. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
First down, West Virginia.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Going right to work up top. They're setting up the screen. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. On the ground, it's Washington. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Caught close to the marker, it's Gibson. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Miller. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed to meet. Breaks into the open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Makes the quick grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quick handoff. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Got a man. It's Washington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down because from here it would be a 61-yard attempt. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Running to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Here comes the heat. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and this is the day he would want to forget. This is the day he wished didn't exist. It's been miserable. You've already thrown 2 interceptions. You just tried to throw your 3rd, but the defense didn't cooperate. But get those feet set before you try to throw the football.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. He slides that just inside the right upright. And here in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Works the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Punt is in the air. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Looking for a gap. It's Bellamy. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board. Quickly out to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one. He wants to change this route. Lewis wants to pass.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block them. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football.
Touchdown, Bucs! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. He goes out of bounds at the 40 after an excellent return. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow.